up, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing kind of a different video, sitting on my bed in this little nook that is my room right now, and I'm just filming my everyday makeup look so you guys can see it. And I want to talk about self-confidence and beauty standards and how I've kind of come to feel confident in my own body. Okay, that is the whole intro. I have literally nothing else to say. So subscribe to my channel if you want to, and I will be back with no makeup in a second, and then we will do this makeup because it's my normal everyday makeup look. Yeah, this is probably going to be really long, so let's just get started. So my face is bare now with just moisturizer, and I'm going to start off with this primer. This is a Catrice Hydro Primer. I don't really think that this honestly makes a huge difference. It's extra hydration, but if you have a moisturizer, I mean, you'll be fine. I just like how it feels on my face. It's very cooling. Okay, so I kind of had this idea to do this video, and I was going to do like a sit down chatty video, kind of letting you guys know about some things that have been going on in my life recently, and we might do a video kind of like that soon. But then I was downstairs getting ready for this video, and I thought that it was just so crazy. Like, teenage me would never imagine that I would willingly get on camera with no makeup and just talk to the world and whoever happens to get on this video. So I just kind of want to talk about body image and body positivity and confidence in your skin and in makeup and in life, kind of a little bit of my story and how I got to where I am now, and any advice that I have that is pertinent. I don't really know. I'm by no means like an expert in this situation, but yeah, we can just kind of have a chat about that. I'd love it if you would talk about some of your experience in the comments as well. Okay, so I use this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. It just looks like this. This is my main foundation, I guess. I don't really use foundation on a daily basis anymore, which has actually been a huge goal of mine. When I first started wearing makeup, it was mostly just because I had really bad skin and I was breaking out all the time, and I was just really insecure about it. And so I like begged my mom, and she was like, okay, you can wear makeup, but only like for your face. I was maybe like 12 at the time, and so I started wearing like concealer and foundation, and it was really just like all I wanted was to cover up my acne. I just wanted to like have, for no one to see it. Like, I really just wanted no one to see it. And I was terrible at doing my makeup. I learned everything I know now pretty much from YouTube. This is not a beauty channel by any means, but if you're out there and you are also a girl who does not know how to do makeup, I can make a video that is like everything you need to know to actually know how to do your makeup, because I know the struggle. It was really rough when I first started wearing it. But anyway, so it was mostly just for the purpose of covering my skin. Like, I was so uncomfortable like in my own skin. I didn't want anyone to see my skin. I was really bad at matching my foundation. So like, I was that like really annoying girl in middle school that has like the foundation line that's like not blended and stuff. It was rough, but all I wanted was like for my skin to be covered, like just for people to not see it, and I was just so insecure about it. So after that, kind of moving on, I definitely got better at makeup in high school and in college, and I got a little bit more comfortable in my skin too. But it was still like, I still cared a lot about like just covering up my skin, and I just was used to wearing like full foundation all the time. And it wasn't really until my sophomore year of college that I started enjoying makeup just for the sake of the art of it. I really like doing like fun eyeshadow looks. I like doing makeup for like dates and stuff like that. Just this past year, I was like determined to stop wearing foundation on a regular basis. I bought this tinted moisturizer to take on our honeymoon because like no one wants to wear full foundation to the beach or to the pool or anything like that. So I started wearing this tinted moisturizer, and I really liked it. Like, I started to actually like the look of my skin showing through my makeup, which is crazy. So now that's kind of just what I do on a regular basis. So just a tinted moisturizer. As you can see, it doesn't like cover everything. I mean, obviously like you can still see places where I like had a breakout or acne scars or whatever, but it just kind of gives your face a little more even color. A lot of tinted moisturizers also have SPF. The ColourPop one that I use is moisturizing as well. I have dry skin, so a lot of these products are moisturizing. I'll also be linking everything below in the description if you guys want to like try out anything that I have. Then I go in after my tinted moisturizer with concealer and cover up any like dark circles under the eyes, anything like that. This is the Revlon Candid Concealer. I like this concealer, but I don't think that it's anything like crazy spectacular that you should necessarily rush out and buy if you have another concealer that works. So I just do dots under the eye, I'll just do like the nose and just like any little spots that I want. I was just thinking about how insane it is that I'm like doing this video, because there was a time, a good chunk of time in high school, that I would get out of bed in the morning and I would go across the hallway to the bathroom from my bedroom and I would put on my makeup, and I do that before breakfast, before I came downstairs. There was times that my family didn't even see me without makeup for like long stretches of time, and lots of friends I had like never seen me without makeup. It was like a huge deal. I remember I was at this sleepover one time, and sleepovers were like really stressful for me because, like, you know, obviously you're gonna have to be like seen in your actual state. So like all the things that I was like really insecure about, my skin and just other things about my body and like my hair, I don't know, just everything. I remember this sleepover that my best friend and I slept outside, and literally like I woke up before she did at like 6 in the morning, and I like tiptoed inside of her house and I got my little makeup bag out. I'm maybe like 14 at this point, and I got my little makeup bag out and I just like did my makeup, like just to cover my face. Like it wasn't even, I might have worn mascara or something, but it wasn't even like, I wasn't even doing my eyebrows then. Like I didn't really like makeup, I just wanted to cover up my skin. And I think that that's really sad, that like that's a story for a lot of girls, like getting into makeup just because like they're really insecure about how they look. Now I just really like, I really enjoy it. It's like it's kind of a soothing part of my morning routine, and I just like the art of kind of getting to do different things with my face. In college it was really nice to kind of have that outlet, I guess, for creative expression. Like I would do my eyeshadow looks, and there were people that knew nothing about me in college except that I was the girl that liked makeup and wore different makeup looks to school, and people that didn't really know me would like comment on my eyeshadow looks that day and stuff. Now I don't really spend that much time on it. Obviously this is like my everyday makeup routine, and you'll see it's pretty simple, which is funny because we've kind of come quite far, but I still enjoy that. Like I was getting out some of my makeup for this video and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I want to do another makeup look. I love it. Just, it's fun to me to like create looks and stuff. But anyway, so now I just set under my eyes. I used to wear powder like all over my face. Like I said, I was really into that like full makeup. Now I just set under my eyes. This is the Glossier Wowder. It's really like light, which is what I wanted. I wanted something that doesn't like look like heavy powdery makeup on your face. Okay, so next I do my eyebrows. My eyebrows have been such a struggle in my life. Like I said before, I didn't do my eyebrows for a while, and then once I started doing them, it was bad. I'll insert a picture over here somewhere of my like block eyebrows. It was a really rough time. We have finally come to an equilibrium in which I actually kind of like my eyebrows. I think I started to actually like look at my face in the mirror, my regular face, and like get to know it. That sounds really stupid, but I never like looked at them to like decide what I wanted to do. I just kind of tried to do my face like everyone I saw on like Instagram or YouTube or things like that, and it just like, it wasn't me. And I think like once you really start to find out like what is you and what do you like, and what makes you feel pretty, then you start to actually appreciate like your own features that God gave you. So I just use this e.l.f. pencil. It's literally $2, so like no excuses. I'm just kidding. There's tons of brow products. I'm not like super attached to this one, but it's what I've got right now. I fill in any like patchiness that I have. I just kind of brush through with the end of this little spoolie guy and just kind of get it all blended in. Yeah, I think that honestly just like stopping and looking at yourself and appreciating the features that you have is so important. I was just so quick to change everything and to try and like look a certain way that I thought was gonna suit me, and in the end like a lot of times it really didn't. And I remember thinking I didn't really like my face that much with makeup either, so in the end like the makeup wasn't the issue. It was just that I felt so insecure, and I felt like a little better if I could cover up my acne or my scars or whatever, but like it didn't really make me actually like myself. I think I had to learn to like myself just the way that I was. Then I just go through my brows with this little Essence Make Me Brow. If you're a makeup person, I'm sure you know Glossier Boy Brow and Benefit. I think it's Give Me Brow is Benefit's one. This is kind of the same idea but like cheap. This was like $3. I really like this feathery natural brow kind of look. So that's done. That's kind of how the brows look. Now I'm just gonna do some blush. So I'm obsessed with this Essence. This is the Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Love, but this thing is like destroyed and I cannot find out where else to buy it. I went to Ulta like a few weeks ago trying to buy a new one because like the whole thing like broke off. It's like dented in, and anyway, but they didn't have that shade at Ulta, anymore. So if anyone knows how I can obtain a new one of these, please let me know. I might find it whenever I'm looking for links actually in the description. That might be a good side effect of this video. I wear too much blush. I really don't care. I guess that's kind of like a trend right now anyway, but regardless, I think it's cute. So I used to wear a lot of bronzer, and now I wear a lot of blush, and just wear what makes you happy, honestly. That's a huge part of self-confidence and learning to love yourself, as well as learning to be like good at doing your makeup and your hair and stuff. It's just like, do what you like. Don't like do your makeup in a certain way because someone else did it that way and like said it was right on the internet or whatever. Okay, now I don't look like a ghost anymore. I look like a tomato, but not a ghost. I usually use either a bronzer or a blush as my eyeshadow. Like I said, I love doing like really intense eyeshadow look, but sometimes, like normally now in day-to-day life, I just don't have time for that. So I just use my fingers, blend in a little color, and I think it looks really cute. So next I do mascara. I'm just using this Artistry Studio mascara. I really have kind of no opinions about this. Like, it's fine. It's not awesome. I'll link a few awesome ones down below if you are in the market for a new mascara, but this one I just had, it was like a free sample. So I am going to use it until it's gone. So I just put this on my lashes. I'm sure you guys know how to apply mascara. This is like part tutorial and part me just like talking. Anyway, I've been really passionate about unrealistic beauty standards in the media and in like the way that we Photoshop models and in like the modeling industry in general. I've written a lot of papers about that for school at different times, and I care a lot about it. I care a lot about supporting companies that don't Photoshop their models to look different and that are diverse in the sizes and the ethnicities and all that good stuff of their models. But if you are struggling, like many women and also men, with the unrealistic beauty expectations that you feel are put on you by social media and just the media in general, I think sometimes you need to separate yourself from that. If you know that Instagram is not good for you, or if you've been reading magazines or watching movies that have just, you know, images that aren't good for you to see and that just make you unhappy with the body that you have, then you have the freedom and the authority over your life to not do those anymore. I don't think that anything is really worth that cost on your mental health. It's good to know when you need to step back and when you need to take a break, and prioritizing yourself and just understanding things that are not worth what they're making you feel is important. I've been thinking about kind of my own journey of self-confidence, and I think that something really important is the way that you think about yourself. I was always upset by the way that society judges women, and I felt like people would look at me or the media would look at women and our value would be equated to our looks, and that always made me really angry. But the thing is that at the end of the day, I really did that to myself as well, because when I looked at the mirror, I judged myself for how I looked. I wore a swimsuit to the beach and I was very uncomfortable, and I judged myself just based on how I looked. And I felt like one day God and I were talking about it, and he was just like, Rachel, like, how can you have any ground to stand on when you're talking about these issues with the way society views appearances whenever you're looking at yourself exactly the same way? And it's really true. We have to be the first ones to choose to evaluate ourselves differently and to not assign value just based on appearances. A lot of people will tell you that you need to find things that you like about yourself. I mean, I just said to like look at your face, look at your body, find things you like, and that's important. But I think also it's not just about your face and your body. I started finding things that I liked about myself that had nothing to do with what I looked like. I like my creativity. I like that I'm passionate and I care a lot about the things that I do. I love psychology and learning and organization, and I love challenging myself and being intentional with people. And the things that I like about myself have actually very little to do with what I look like, and that's how it should be, because this face is like a tiny part of me, and your body and your face is a tiny part of you, and in the end it's gonna change. You're gonna get older, you're gonna look different, but the things that you love and the things that you're passionate about, those are the things that stay, and your soul is gonna live past this little body that you have that's so temporary, you know, only around for like 70 or 80 years. And I just think that we have to be the first people to take back the ground in the way that we think about ourselves. If you're a Christian, I would strongly urge you to be praying about that. God made you and he loves you, and he made you the way he wanted you to be, and if anyone can help you to learn how to love yourself and see yourself differently, it's the person that made you that way. So now my favorite part, highlighter. I'm obsessed with this highlighter. It's also broken. I'll try and show it to you. This is ColourPop. I think it's in the shade Flexitarian. Yeah, it's like really broken. I don't want to tip it. It's gonna fall out. So I put this in my inner corners, both of them, not just one. That'd be weird. Really, like, this highlighter is just so forgiving. You can put this kind of anywhere, and it's summer, so everyone wants glowy, fun skin. Then I put this on my cheekbones. That was kind of a lot, but you know, live big or go big or go home. That's the phrase. A lot of days I don't wear like a lipstick or a lip gloss. I just wear my trusty Carmex lip balm, but I do like to wear lip color sometimes, so for the sake of this video I will. Also, I've started wearing lip color more often when I'm filming. I noticed when I was editing, I think it was my grocery haul video, that like in certain lighting, because my face is so pale, I just look like I have no lips if I'm not wearing lip color when I'm filming, so that's cool. Lips are good. I'm gonna wear this color today. It's the soft matte lip creams. I like these. This is just kind of like a nude purpley color, and that's a lip color, and this is the finished look. It's just simple, rosy, cute for summer, I think. I have become a lot more comfortable in my own skin in this last year, I think, which is good. I like that feeling. It's not always there. I mean, there are still days that I just really dislike a certain part of my body, or just like wish that I looked different. And I think that it's a growing process. Things take time. Healing takes a lot of time. If you have thought negatively about yourself for years and years, and the way that you look has really been something that triggers that, it's not just all of a sudden going to change, but I think what's important is that you take steps to change the way that you talk to yourself. It's really important that you monitor the way that you're thinking about yourself. At the end of the day, you are incredibly valuable, and your value has absolutely nothing to do with what you look like. You get to hear your own thoughts more than anyone else, and I think it's cool because so much of you is your thoughts and your emotions and your passions and your feelings. People will get to know you at different levels, but you're the one that is always around that. Like, you get to be with yourself and think those thoughts that you have and care about the things that you care about, and get to experience the person that God made you to be throughout your whole life. And it's just really unfortunate that we spend so much of that time disliking the way that we look instead of enjoying the ability to think and feel and know things and learn. And I think also, we literally cannot have this conversation about beauty standards and self-confidence and all that stuff if we don't talk about comparison. Comparison is such a big issue. I think it's a huge issue in the social media sphere, and also in the sphere of relationships, especially girl friendships. I mean, I'm sure that this is true in a lot of ways for guys too, but obviously I don't have personal experience with that. But I think that that's really a huge problem, is comparing yourself to each other. If you think about it, like, your definition of what is beautiful or what is successful or what is a put together life or whatever comes from someone. Most of the time you are comparing yourself to some standard that you've decided is like what you want to be or what you're supposed to be. I think the primary issue with comparison on social media is that you're comparing your day-to-day life with someone's highlight reel. Me on Instagram, me on YouTube is what of myself I'm letting you see, and I want it to be transparent and honest. I want you to see me living my actual life, but at the end of the day I'm still getting to choose the way that I'm presenting myself to you, if that makes sense. You don't get to choose the way you present yourself to yourself. Like, you're seeing yourself in all of your worst moments and your best moments. You're seeing yourself in the morning with your messy hair and your morning breath and your no makeup face. You can't compare the behind the scenes of your life with like the polished feature film version of somebody else's life. And in friendships, I think it's super destructive because it really ruins your friendship. I struggled with this so much in high school, where I was always comparing myself to my friends, and whenever I would meet new people in large groups, I don't know if anyone else does this. This is like kind of bad to admit on the internet, but whenever I would meet people in large groups, I would identify like subconsciously the girls that I thought were too pretty or too popular or too talented to be friends with me, and I would just dislike them kind of and not want to hang out with them. And that is like the stupidest thing in the whole world. I mean, like, those people didn't get to choose what they look like any more than I did, you know? And it's crazy because like some of my very best friends in the world now are people that I considered to be like too pretty to be my friend, and then I actually got to know them and I was like, you guys are awesome. And I want to see a world where we are willing to just encourage and love on each other, sometimes your self-confidence isn't the first step in ending comparison, but loving the other person is the first step. I can't control how I feel about myself and about somebody else all the time, but I can choose to love them and to look at them for something other than how they appear on the outside. It's just as wrong to judge people that I meet or people that I see on social media by their looks as it is to judge myself. I think that this is more common than we want to admit in friendships. There's always kind of this unspoken competition, and I think that that's ridiculous, and I've done it, so I can speak from experience to say that it's ridiculous, because some of my best friends are the most beautiful, confident, amazing, successful, talented people, and that has nothing to do with what they look like. They are beautiful, and their body and face is like the least interesting part of how beautiful they are. Okay, my hair is down. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video is likely very rambly. We'll see how it ends up once I'm done editing it, but I think that these conversations are really important to talk about. I think it is important to remind yourself that you're beautiful and that you're important, and God made you exactly how he wanted you to be. And honestly, it would be the biggest shame if everyone in the world looked the same. That would be the worst. I love diversity. There are beautiful people of so many sizes and skin colors in the world, and it's awesome. It's awesome that we look different and that we're better when we're together, and I want to see a world that we don't tear each other down as much, and especially where we don't tear ourselves down as much. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. I love you. I have gained several subscribers in the last few days, and you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting me, and I am so excited about a lot of the videos I'm planning. There's several series coming. Yes, I'm really excited about this channel. I'm excited about you guys and just growing this community. Please leave comments, follow me on Instagram, DM me. I just really want to interact with you guys and to get to know you. Where are you from? How did you find my channel? Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in Sunday's video.